Here, you can play it.
First time I saw Baywatch, I knew this job was for me. Trying to get a nice tank. Yeah, bro, you trying to hit up the tank bed later? I really need to get a base. And bitch, I'm saving her if she drowns. You know what I mean? Yo, pretend like that Snickers bar that just came out of that kid's pants. Bro, just check the pH balance real quick. Yo, check out Casper over there. I don't even know what the pH balance is. Freckles? Bronze spots. I'm more bronze than third place at the Olympics. I'm more bronze than the Bronze Age. I'm more bronze than Greek sculpture. I'm more bronze than a penny. That's copper, still more bronze. That dude looks like a senior. Hey man, you know your pee turns water purple, right? Does anybody actually do this? People just don't drown like they used to. There's a big difference between peeing in the pool and peeing into the pool. I can't remember the last time I peed outside the pool. I bet T-Funk player for the club. Sup. 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 Let me get new tanks. Alright. Don't swim. Hey, no running. Gee, that should be a one piece. Hey, no running. Ah! Trunks are off. This is on a full moon. No running. Kevin, get out of the kiddie pool. You're 15. Move on. Dude, it looks like that old dude's drowning. Crap.
You.
Okay.
Okay. So that's just like a silly video that I found. Like lifeguards don't actually do that. They're not gonna be like nose goes like haha. No, but I think it goes along with like a lot of the stereotypes that lifeguards are given. They're like the I'm just only here for the tan, kind of like Wendy Peppercorn from The Sandlot, kind of like Baywatch, as he said, like kind of view that they get. And like a lot of people don't actually know what it's like to be a lifeguard. Like when I asked the class, only one person, hey Bethany, said that they were a lifeguard. So I took this as like the opportunity to like inform y'all on like what it actually is to be a lifeguard. So today I'm going to be talking about like the duties of a lifeguard, like what they do, the equipment they use, and then like how to become a lifeguard. Okay. So like your number one job as a lifeguard is obviously to like ensure the safety of others. Like you're there to like literally it's in your name, like lifeguard, you're guarding like the lives of all the people that are swimming. And you have to enforce the rules of the facility. Like each place is different, but the normal like swimming pool like rules, like don't dive into the shallow end, like no running around the pool. You have to maintain observation, and that's not only with the people that are swimming in the pool, and it's all the people that are around, like the kids that are running, or if anything happens, it's your job to like pay attention to that. And it's also, you have to pay attention to the weather. You have to make sure it's suitable for swimming, because you can't have people in the pool if there's like a lightning storm or something going on, so you just have to watch out for that. And you have to carry out rescues. So if someone's drowning, you obviously like it's your job to go do that. And first aid is something like it's required. Like if something happens in or out of the pool, you're like responsible for knowing how to take care of that. And then assessing swimmers on their like ability to swim and like the condition that they're in. And there's like 4 different types of swimmers. There's the passive drowning victim, which is the person that's fully submerged underwater, like completely like not moving, and that requires a rescue. And this is when like the lifeguards have to think quick on their feet, because if there's a possible like spinal injury, you have to do a different save for that victim, which would be like a head splint or a head chin, which is just a different type of rescue that you would learn. An active drowning victim is like the common like drowning victim, like if you were to think. It's the person's like on top of the water, like kind of like bobbing in and out, taking in water, and they're kind of like flailing. It's like the drowning you would think of if you were to think of someone drowning. And that also requires a rescue. And that's, you have to be careful when you're saving these people, because they think they're dying, like they're just trying to stay above water, so they're going to grab onto anything. So as you come up to them, they might push you under, trying to stay up. So you just have to be careful when you're pushing in the rescue tube to get them like safe. And then you have your distressed swimmer, which is just someone that looks like they're struggling in the water, like they might be tired and you just like think they need a little help, which it doesn't require a rescue, but most lifeguards would jump in anyways and just kind of help them to the side, just to make sure that like they know like how they're doing. And then you have your just normal swimmer that's just fine, and like, okay, you don't need anything for that. As a lifeguard, you have like a lot of equipment. Your rescue tube, which is right here, this is what it looks like, is always on you. It's just like, it's for rescues. It's a floating device, so if anyone was to drown, you'd put them under them, because obviously if they were drowning, you don't want them to go back under the water. So you have your rescue tube. And your rescue board or your backboard is for someone that was drowning and they have a possible like back or neck injury, and you'd strap them into it and they go across the chest and like down your waist and across the legs, and they have blocks that velcro in beside like your ears so their head doesn't move, so you don't want to cause any further injury. And then you have your CPR mask, obviously for CPR, and it's to give rescue breaths, because you're not really supposed to do mouth to mouth anymore, because that's not really safe for you or the victim, because you don't want to pass anything through like your mouth. And then you have your AED, which is like a machine that will shock the person, so if they were like in need of like their heart stopped or anything like that, it just like, it'll do it for you. And it pretty much tells you how to do it. It's just a little machine, and it talks to you, so it literally tells you the steps. And they just like these little pads that get like placed on the chest, and you basically press the button and it shocks the heart, and it will either restart the heart or put it back on a normal beat, so it'll save them. And then here, most important is your whistle. It's your main form of communication when you're a lifeguard. It not only helps you talk to the swimmers, but also to fellow lifeguards. Normally, like, it's different for each facility, but you normally have one blow, which is to talk to the swimmers, just like the normal, like no running, like that's just like the main thing. You have two blows, which is to talk to another lifeguard if you're just like changing positions or something like that, and then sometimes it's just one long blow to get them out of the pool. So it's just your main form of communication is very important. Your requirements, which I got these from the Y, but I don't know. You have to be 16 or older to become a lifeguard. You have to swim 500 yards. So yes, as a lifeguard, you actually need to know how to swim. And then you have to tread water for 2 minutes, which is actually so much harder than you think. It's like you do your legs in like egg beater motions, which is just circular motions, and your hands have to be out of water, and you just have to stay, like your head has to stay above water for 2 minutes. And then you have your surface dive to 12 feet, which is just like a normal like head dive into the water. And then you have a lifeguarding written test, which is just like pen and paper, like you circle an answer. And then you have your first aid written test, which is just like simple things that you just know how to save people, like if they have like fall or something. And then you have to be CPR certified, which you can get that done pretty much anywhere you live. They have them like anywhere, so you can just go take that test. So today I talked to you about what a lifeguard does, what equipment they use, and how to become a lifeguard. And if that sounds like anything y'all want to do, I actually know that the Alvin City Pool is actually like doing lifeguard training, and if you would like to be a lifeguard this summer, you can go talk to them. But I hope that I like inspired y'all to maybe want to be a lifeguard. Thank you.